Alright, you guys, so we are going to be going over everything that I used in my stash for this week. We'll start out with the palette. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys. You guys, I did use this palette all week long. This is the NYX Highlight and Contour Pro palette. This is a good palette. The only two shades I did use were these two here. I'm not sure what the shades are called, but these two shades are the ones that I used. I was mixing them and I did use them all week. I wish I would have dipped into some of these to test out because I haven't used them in such a long time, but I know they're more on the drier side. Next palette was the Retro Paradise palette, and this palette I am in love with, you guys. Like, I can't believe that I didn't play with this palette more often or sooner, actually, because I've had this palette for such a long time. Alright, so look at these shades. These shades are stunning. Like, oh my gosh. But anyways, this palette, amazing. If you have it, please do not get rid of it. This is an awesome palette. Okay, so I did use this setting spray from Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is the Dewy set. I'm trying to get it to focus on camera, but this is the Dewy set. I did use it, not like a lot, but I did use it. And then we have the Milk Hydro Grip. What is this? Grip Set and Refresh Spray. This is okay. I only used it maybe twice, so can't say much about it. We then went in with these primers. This is the Marshmallow Primer, and I do like this primer. I've used it in the past before, and I definitely recommend it. If you like hydrating primers, you'll love this one. And the scent it smells good, like marshmallows. Now for foundations, I picked out 3 foundations. The first one here is the e.l.f. Camo. I did use this twice this week, and this stuff is amazing. It's pretty freaking full coverage. Like, I used 2 pumps in one of my videos and definitely covered up a lot. Now for this one is the Hard Candy Glamour Flash Foundation. I do enjoy this foundation. It's more lightweight compared to the e.l.f. Camo CC Cream. This one's a lot lighter. It feels a lot lighter on the skin, and it has really good coverage as well. Definitely medium to buildable coverage. This is like probably my favorite foundation that I used this week, which is the Rare Beauty. This one's in 280N. I did have to mix it in with my LA Girl Pro Pigment in white, just to kind of tone down the shade of this, because this was a bit too dark for me. So I did go in with this and just toned it down to help it match to my skin a lot better. So definitely love that foundation. It's amazing. I went ahead and used the Incognito. This one, it's super good. Super, like, it feels almost like silky when you apply it onto the skin, and then when you blend it out, it blends seamlessly. I love that concealer. It's a medium coverage concealer. And then for the Kylie Jenner concealer, this one's a little bit more on the peachy side. So I do like this concealer, but I do feel that I have to use a different concealer over the top of it just to brighten it up a little bit, because of course the peachy tones will tone out the darkness under my eyes, but I have to go in with something lighter just to brighten it up, if that makes any sense to you. This foundation, this concealer from L'Oreal Infallible, it's really good. This one's in Latte 375. It's pretty good. I like it. Definitely full coverage, and it's more on the matte side, so if you're looking for something matte and full coverage, this is your guy right here. This is the Revlon Candid Photo Ready Concealer, but this is the Banana Corrector in 001. I do enjoy this product for brightening the eyelids. I used it on my eyelids a couple of times, and I also mixed it in with concealer just to, you know, tone out, you know, to brighten up the concealer. Like you see how I'm mixing it with the Kylie concealer and it lightened it up. So I really enjoyed using this product. I'm probably going to keep it in this next week's Shop My Stash just to continue to use it because I do like it. It's lightweight and you can use it to mix into other concealers, so that's definitely a plus for me. These are the products that I did use. So starting out with the Nude Sticks Magnetic Lip Plush Paint. This color is so beautiful. I loved it. It's beautiful. I don't know why I didn't use it before. And so yeah, I love this color. Very comfortable on the lips, very pretty with MAC's lip liner in Soar. This is one of my favorite lip liners. This lip liner, it's so good. I love it and definitely recommend it. This is the Murillo Twins. I believe this, I'm not too sure who came out with this one, but this one's in the shade Poppin'. Very, very pretty brown shade. It's just like a neutral brown. It looks good with, you know, lighter lipsticks. This one, Driver from Maybelline. This one's such a pretty color. So these two I wore together and they wore really, really nicely. So I loved that one. This is the Jaclyn Cosmetics liquid lip in Truth, and that's it right there. I do recommend this. This is such a good color. I just feel like her products are a little bit more on the drier side, so if you don't want to have butthole lips, I definitely recommend putting a gloss over the top. This from Lottie London. I'm still testing out, so I'll go ahead and do a full review on this just so that way you guys can have a separate review on how I feel about this. These are the Wing Demi collection from Salon Perfect in 691. These are so stunning on the eyes. Like, if you watched my last video, then you know, girl, these are fire. And I probably will be using them in this coming week's Shop My Stash because I do love these lashes. The Essence primer. This is the Fresh and Fit Awake primer, healthy glow, pore minimizing. I did use this each and every time. I think I maybe didn't use it twice, but the rest of the week I did use it, and I do like this. This gives you a healthy glow underneath your foundation, so I really enjoyed this product here. These lashes from Beauty Creations. These are 3D Mink Lashes, and these are in the style So Basic. I am obsessed with these. I have had these for a long time already, and I have gotten plenty use out of them. They're just so pretty, so stunning, so fluffy, so right up my alley. Like, I love these. I'm definitely not going to be wearing them this week because of course I do want to switch it up. And then these are another style that I used this week. These are from Morphe. These are in Hollywood Hills. These are some of my favorite lashes from Morphe. I just love these lashes. They're a little bit more on the natural side, but you can definitely tell that they're falsies. I do love these lashes. They're so good, and I think they're like $4. We used the e.l.f. Lash It Loud mascara, and this is not really like the best in my opinion. It's okay. I mean, it did its job at coating the lashes, but would I repurchase? Probably not. I didn't get to use the CoverGirl Exhibitionist mascara, definitely because it's waterproof and I don't like waterproof mascaras, but I am going to be using it this week, so I'm going to keep it in this Shop My Stash. The LA Girl Brow Pomade, I'm going to use this into this next week, so I love this stuff. It's in soft brown and I just like the way it works on my eyebrows. Okay, and then for brows, I did use the Make Me Brow. I didn't end up using the other brow product from Benefit. For this Tarte highlighter, I did use this the whole week. I love this highlight. It is such a pretty highlight. You can it's definitely subtle when you apply it with the brush, but if you wet the skin or apply with your finger, it definitely intensifies. This is the Jaclyn Hill powder in Carrots. I do love this powder, but I definitely did not use it. I think I used it once and that was it. So I won't be putting it in this week's Shop My Stash. This blush is so good from KKW. This is such a pretty blush. It's just on another level beautiful. I just love that blush. It's so stunning. So it's not going to be in this coming week's Shop My Stash, but this is a good freaking blush. I love it. Eye Prep, Eye Prime. I definitely use these all week. Did not dip into my MAC soft no, this is not soft ochre. This is Painterly. I didn't dip into this one at all. The Dragon Beauty in Horchata, I didn't get to use this, so I'm going to keep this in this week's Shop My Stash and see if I end up using it this week. These are a must in my collection, so yes, definitely recommend these. Okay, and then last but not least, I used this Beauty Creations powder. This is an amazing powder. This is the Flawless Stay powder. This powder makes your skin look airbrushed, so I do recommend this powder. I just don't like the color. This color does not go with my skin tone. I have very olive undertones, and this has more of a pinky rosy undertone, and it just clashes with my skin, so I'm going to end up giving this to somebody in my family. Alright, so I did move my foundations to this drawer here on the top. For this week's foundation, I want to try out this tint moisturizer, so this is not really going to be a foundation Shop My Stash. I'm going to do a review on it, so this will be one thing that I will be using. And then let's pick an actual foundation to use for the week. I haven't used my Morphe one in a hot minute. I have this one from Absolute New York. The only two that I'm going to be taking out for foundation. For setting spray, we can use this LA Girl setting spray. Primer. We're going to be using the P. Louise eye primer. This is the eye base from P. Louise. This was in Rumor 2, so we'll be using this one. Let's do the LA Girl Pro Concealer. I think I'm going to go ahead and try this. I haven't used this one in a while. This is from Absolute New York, and this is just so good. So that's the contour shade there. Let's go ahead and use this one from Wet n Wild. This is the Hydrating Balm Stick. We'll go ahead and use this one. Blush, I'll go ahead and go in with this ColourPop blush. This one is, let me show you the shade real quick. I don't know what this shade is called. I don't know what shade this is called, but this is the ColourPop blush. So we're going to be using this one. The lips, let's see. I want to do something bright and then something nude. So I'm going to take out this gloss because I do like lip gloss. So we'll go ahead and go in with this from Maybelline. This is the Lifter Gloss in Stone. Let's do this one. So this one is from LA Colors. This is a lip duo. It comes with a lipstick and a lip gloss. So we'll do this one. And then I'm going to pick out this Perfect Tone Matte Lip Cream. And this one's from Black Radiance. And this one's in the shade Taste Maker. So we'll do this one. I picked this up at 5 and Below, and this is so pretty. Like, look at the shades. Like, you get 3 highlighters and then a bronzer. This is very, very deep. I'm going to pick it out because I do want to use the bronzers in here. So this will be, I'll use them to highlight these shades here, but this is the Bronze and Glow palette from W7. You can get these at Five and Below. I got this from my girl Marissa, and I also got this from my girl Marissa. Yeah, but let's pick one more powder. Let's do this one from Marc Jacobs. This is the Tantric Bronzer. Oh, this is the Tantric Bronzer from Marc Jacobs. We'll be using this one. Spiced Apple. We'll use this blush and highlight. These are really good. For mascara, we'll use this one from Tristique. I got this in a BoxyCharm, and it has a lash curler wand right here at the top. This is a fun palette that I also got at Five and Below. We'll go ahead and use this one as well. I did organize a little bit. I have some of my blushes there in the back. Face powder, highlights, and then just some stuff here. Some more palettes. And then my mirrors. I did organize my eyeshadow palettes here. And then I also organized this drawer a little bit too. So we got some stuff going on in there. Okay, so for powders this week, I'm going to be using this one from Revolution, and this is the Luxury Baking Powder. I believe this is in Banana. Also going to be using the number 7 powder. Mine is all filthy. I haven't used it in a while, but this one's a good powder from what I remember. I'm going to pick some liners. We'll use this one. This is the Dusty Rose from Boutique, and this one you can get at Sally's. And then we'll go in with the Sugar and Spice from LA Girl. This one's also really good. Oh, let's use this No Budge Shadow Stick. This one's from ELF. Let's check out the color. Oh, that's really pretty. So we can use this as a base or something. We'll try that one out. Eyeliner this time, I'm going to be using the Better Than Sex by Too Faced. I love this liner, so we're going to be using this one. And we'll go ahead and use the CoverGirl one as well. For brows, I'm going to be using these from Beauty Creations. I do love their clear gel. This is their brow gel. Mine's is a little bit dirty already because I do use it. And then these two brow pencils from Beauty Creations. For setting spray, I'm going to be using this one from Morphe. This is the Luminous Setting Spray. Let's pick one more eyeshadow palette. I have quite a bit here. I have some that are like a little bit newer. Like this one's new. My Carly Bible palette. This one's pretty new as well. It's such a good palette. We have the ABH Norvina Collection palette. Take Me to Brazil palette. Or Take Me Back to Brazil. We have the Natasha Denona Sunrise palette. I think I want to do, I don't know, I have quite a few here too. We have one colorful palette, so let's pick something that has some neutrals and colors. I really want to try this one. This one's pretty new, so I want to try this one out. But then again, I kind of want to use this one. This is the ELSA palette from Beauty Creations. And it's so much like the original Jaclyn Hill palette. So maybe we should use this one. Yeah, we'll do this one. Alright you guys, so for this week's Shop My Stash, we're going to be using the ELSA palette from Beauty Creations. We're going to be using the Marc Jacobs bronzer in Tantric, as well as this bronzing palette. This is more of a highlight and one contour shade palette, but we're going to be using this from W7. I'm going to be using the Jaclyn Hill what is this? I don't know what these are called. Bronze and Blushing Duo. This one is in Lilac Love and Top Tan. For eyeshadow, we're going to be using this eyeshadow palette from W7. This is the Vivid palette. This is what it looks like. So hopefully we can come up with something very electric looking. And then for blush, we are using this one from ColourPop. I don't know the name, but if I do find it out, I will list it down below. For concealer, I'm going to use the Pro Concealer from LA Girl, and this one's in Creamy Beige. For setting sprays, I'm going to be using the LA Girl and the MORPHE setting spray. For primer, we are going to be using the what is this? Wet n Wild Photo Focus Hydrating Balm Stick. For lashes, the same lashes that we used in the last video. For powder, we're going to be using this one from Makeup Revolution. This one's in Banana. This is the Luxury Baking Powder. And then for the other setting powder, we're going to be using this one from number 7. And this one's in Translucent Perfect Light. For the face, the Fit Me, I'm going to be testing it out. So you're going to be seeing a full review on that. And then this one from HD Flawless. No, this is Absolute New York. And this is HD Flawless Foundation. I'm going to be testing this out as well. This is from Absolute New York. It's going to be used to contour. And then we have this Lifter Lip Gloss from Maybelline. This LA Colors Lip Duo. Same brow products from last week. And this week we're going to be using P. Louise instead of the Eye Prep Eye Prime from Juvia's Place. But yeah, you guys, this is pretty much it. Everything that we are going to be using for this week. And I'm going to be testing out the shade number 8 on this Beauty Creations Flawless Day Powder Foundation, because the last one just wasn't good for didn't match my skin tone. As far as this Wet n Wild Praline Felt Tip Eyeliner, I didn't like it. I'm gonna go ahead and toss this in the trash. This was from last week's Shop My Stash. But yeah, you guys, that is pretty much it for this week's Shop My Stash. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Leave some comments down below, and I will see you in my next video.